Bakugan came to live with us. But then out of nowhere, we were invaded by these mysterious and evil Mechtanium who were intent on destroying everything. Cortigon, Slicerak, Exo Striker, and Mandibor were their names, and leading them was this clown Wise Man. They also had help from an evil pack of Bakugan called the Nomits. Luckily for us, we had our own secret weapon in the form of Dragonoid Destroyer, so we fought back, because no one is gonna take our freedom. Not now, not ever!
What are you gonna do? The odds are stacked against you. Back against the wall, gotta give it your all. This is the final stand. The power's in your hand. Two worlds collide on the inside. You gotta fight for what's right before it's gone, gone, gone. This is Bakugan.
Yuck! This whole place smells like wet dog.
Quiet! I'm trying to create a mental map in my head of all the passageways we've already taken. All your talking is getting me confused.
Well, I'm sorry I forgot to bring the breadcrumbs to leave a trail with, so give me a break. It's not like we had a lot of notice. Ha. Come back!
What choice did Master Shun have? Until now, we had no idea where Wise Man was hiding out. He made a split decision to send us, and now it's our mission to collect intel on the enemy's location and report our findings back to the Brawlers.
I guess so, but still. The stink is so bad in here, if I don't get out soon, I'm gonna barf.
Hey, knock it off!
I'm trying.
Oh man, what the heck did you just do?
Well, I think I just saved the day, little bro, wouldn't you say? Bakugan Battle Brawlers in! Enemy infiltration!
Finally, after our countless battles against the Brawlers, the moment we've all been waiting for has arrived. The charging has been completed. It is time for the complete and final resurrection of... the mighty nomadic Mechtanium!
Are you sure this time, Wise Man?
Yes, it feels like we've heard this all before.
Bakugan, roll! Baku Sky Raiders, jump! Bakugan, stand! Come, complete Mechtanium! Slicerak, Mandibor, Exo Striker!
Can you feel the level of power? It's like nothing I've ever felt before! Yes, indeed, my brother. It's incredible! So what are we waiting for?
If it's true and they really are complete, I can't imagine how much total power they must wield. Hold on. We're not inside that cocoon of light.
Yeah, we can move around freely.
Perhaps the Mechtanium truly are complete, as Wise Man says. It seems they don't need a Bakugan host to operate.
Hold on just a second. If they really are complete, then where the heck is Cortigon?
As leader of the Mechtanium, he needs just a little more time. Think of it as saving the very best for last.
I don't have time to decipher your double talk anymore, Wise Man. Take us to Drago so we can destroy him once and for all and have our revenge!
Indeed. The time for talk is over, Wise Man. All we care about now is action. And of course, revealing your little buried secret.
That sounds like all kinds of bad news.
No kidding. We should tell the boss.
Who's there? Whatever it was, it's dust now.
Whoa! That was way too close.
that's it. Go ahead and warn the brawlers. It will save me the trouble of summoning them myself.
Hurry up! We have to send word to the others right away. Let's go!
Relax, I'm coming!
That should do it, little brother. Now let's hope they get here quickly.
Did you hear that?
What is it, pal?
Yeah, Jackor. I didn't hear anything.
It's a message, guys.
Huh? Huh? What's that? Huh?
It's an ancient Bakugan text, rarely seen anymore, and known only to the ninja clan. It's a distress call.
Distress call? What the heck is going on here, Shun?
Well, guys, at the end of the last battle we fought, I sent Skytrust and Orbium on a recon mission to find Wise Man's hideout.
So why didn't you tell us?
Yes, why? Surely they could have used our help.
Let me guess. You said that because they're ninjas and we're not, right?
Correct. It was a stealth mission.
Let's have a look at their message. It appears that the evil Mechtanium, Mandibor, Exo Striker, and Slicerak have been completely resurrected and are working with a dangerously high power level.
Well, that's all helpful information, but did they happen to send us their coordinates?
Yes, it says Wise Man's hideout is in Sector G48.
Computer satellite view of G48. There it is! Look!
It figures he's hiding out inside a volcano. It's the last place we would ever try to look. So, everyone knows what needs to be done. So let's get right to it, okay, guys? Mira and Runa, we need you guys here in the lab. If we're up against some crazy power, we'll need you to send us the battle suits.
Sounds good. Be careful, you guys. Kato, can you please get us?
It's already done.
I'm telling you, I'm positive this time. The corridor we came in through is just over this way.
Oh yeah? Well, you've been saying that for the last half an hour. Just admit it, we're lost.
Uh-oh.
What the? Whoa!
Why don't you watch where you're... Huh? Who are you two? I've seen you somewhere before. But where? Wait a minute! You fight with the brawlers sometimes. Hold on! Where'd they go? They couldn't have gotten far. I bet they're just... over there! That should do it!
You wish! Smell you later!
You little punk! I'll get you!
Wise Man has been using us this entire time to generate enough power from our battles to resurrect the Mechtanium. We've allowed him to do so because he's promised us our vengeance against Drago, but still something doesn't feel right. We've extended far too much trust to this stranger. It's time that we learn his true identity. Now. And the key to unlocking this mystery is right here.
Come back here and fight! Whoa! Hey! How about a heads up?
What was that? A new player!
Did you two really think you could sneak into our hideout and not pay the price? If so, you're fools!
That underground stink pile is your hideout? We thought we got lost and found Bakugan City's sewer system.
It's time we showed these creeps why you never mess with ninjas!
Bring it, roaches! Oh, my eyes!
I'm over here!
Is that all you've got?
Not even close!
If you've finished with these fancy aerial ballet moves, perhaps we can get down to some serious brawling.
Oh, so you want to make fun of my stealthy ninja moves, huh? Well, let's see how you like this instead.
finish them off. What the?
That is easily my favorite booby trap of all time. Did you see the looks on their moronic faces?
Yeah, it was classic.
Well, that really hurt.
Huh? We're here! Skytrust! Orbium!
Excellent work, you two.
Thank you, Sensei, but we were just doing our jobs.
We were worried that our transmission might not get to you in time. So this is the place. Okay, are you ready to take those creeps down?
Yeah!
What the heck?
Get ready, Radisson! This is going to be intense!
Okay, Drago and Reptac, let's take them down! There they are, just like the message said.
So this is what they look like in their completely resurrected form.
We've been waiting for you, Battle Brawlers!
This is going to be so much fun! I can't decide which one of you I want to smash first!
Whatever! We'll take you down just like every time before! Bakugan Brawl! Bakugan Brawl!
Bakugan, brawl!
Baku Sky Raiders, jump! Go Pirates Fusion Dragonoid! Go Hayars Reptac!
Baku Sky Raiders, jump! Go Ventus Jackhorn! Go Darkus Sky Crusher! Go Darkus Orbium!
Bakugan stand! Go Opus Radisson!
Yeah!
Go Sub-Zero Rock Skewer!
Let's go!
Right!
Hey, you! Wake up! I've got some questions for you. Who is Wise Man, and what's your connection to him? Can you hear me in there? Huh? Say something.
Ballista.
Wise Man.
Have you heard? The Brawlers have invaded the island.
What?
Ability activate! Dragon Astral! Ability activate! Grapple Buster!
Is that supposed to scare me?
What? Let's try this! Oh no! It's too much energy! Reptac, get out of the way!
Too late!
Reptac!
You'll pay for that!
Nice try! But it's gonna take more than that, you fool!
Aw, man! They're too strong!
Now it's my turn to join in the fun. I want to crush some Bakugan too!
Let's go! Ability activate! Ultimate Kazami style Rapid Fury!
Right!
Let's add a little charge to the mix.
Pathetic!
No way!
After all that, there's barely a scratch on him.
Now I'll show you how I dole out punishment!
This is bad!
No kidding! One Mechtanium is taking on 3 Bakugan with no trouble at all!
Smile, you overgrown chicken, because you're next on the chopping block!
Oh snap! This isn't going to end well! Hang on! Did he just call me?
What is it? We can't take them on single-handedly. We need to combine our efforts.
Yeah! You heard Drago, guys!
Right! Let's do this! Bakugan! You! Talk about a killer combination!
power!
Bakugan, unite!
Do you actually think combining like that will make a difference?
If anything, they've only made it easier for us. Exactly. Now we'll be able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah? We'll try getting past my 2 fists first!
Let's go!
Come and get it!
Now, Dad!
United ability! Activate! Army Cannon Impact Torrent!
The more you resist, the more you annoy me! How is it possible that their power isn't dissipated?
How could they possibly do damage to our resurrected bodies?
Keep hammering them!
Don't worry, Dan. We're all over this.
Here we are.
I thought we were going to fight the brawlers. Where are they? I don't see them anywhere.
Bakugan, brawl! Bakugan, stand!
What the heck are you doing, wise man?
You've been a naughty boy, Ballista. Sticking your nose in places it doesn't belong? You couldn't be content with the vengeance I promised you against Drago. Well, now it's time you pay the price for all your snooping.
Well, I'm not gonna let you take me down without a fight!
United ability! Activate! Army Cannon Impact Torrent!
I'm gonna make you suffer!
Go, Jackhorn! You too, Radizet!
United ability activate! Supreme Thunder!
Say goodbye! We're not done with you insects yet!
Fusion ability activate! Terror Blue!
Choke on this!
Did we finish them off?
We must have. We used all of our energy on them.
There's no way they could have survived that! Not in a million years!
Look! Over there!
Another futile attempt!
Perhaps we should applaud their tenacity. But why encourage them when they're doomed to fail anyhow?
I can't believe it didn't work!
Don't give up! We can do this if we attack them all together!
Ready, Jackhorn! Sky Trust! Orbium!
Let's go, Radizet and Rockstar!
Right! We won't be
Defeated!
Ready?
Absolutely, my brother! Let's erase them from existence!
Come out, wise man! Or don't you have the courage to show yourself? I've had enough of your games. Tell me who you really are! I demand it! Do you hear me, wise man? I want answers!
Very well then, Ballista.
What?
If you really do insist on knowing who I am, then... I'll grant you your wish.
What? No! It can't be!
Where am I? What happened to me? Now you're looking at one true and united power! Oh no!
This stinks, dude!
Our combination!
They separated us!
Drago! Reptech!
I don't get it! With only one hit?
They actually took all of them down.
Aw, man. They've got too much power.
Why the long faces, brawlers?
You're not just giving up on us, are you?
It was ridiculous for all of you to think that you even had the slightest chance at defeating us!
We'll show you!
Quiet!
It's time for you all
To disappear!
Dad, watch out!
Can someone please explain to me what's going on? The last thing I remember is brawling with Dan. Next thing you know, I open my eyes and I'm in some sort of cave. Sounds crazy, but it's like I've woken up in my own worst nightmare. These creepy no-nits are trying to destroy the world, and my partner Reptak is battling on Dan's side now. But the craziest part of all is that the evil ringleader dude Wiseman who's behind all of this, he looks just like me. I'm serious. You need to tune in to see what I'm talking about. I hope someone can fill in all these blanks for me, because if they don't, I might permanently lose my identity to Wiseman.
Things on Earth were going really well after the Bakugan came to live with us. But then out of nowhere, we were invaded by these mysterious and evil Mechtagon who were intent on destroying everything. Cortigon, Slicerak, Exo Striker, and Mandibor were their names, and leading them was this clown Wiseman. They also had help from an evil pack of Bakugan called the No-Nits. Luckily for us, we had our own secret weapon in the form of Dragonoid Destroyer. So we fought back, because no one is gonna take our freedom. Not now, not ever!
What are you gonna do? The odds are stacked against you. Back against the wall, gotta give it your all. This is the final stand. The power's in your hand. Two worlds collide on the inside. You gotta fight for what's right before it's gone, gone, gone. This is Bakugan.
Okay, battle fans, you've seen each of these battlers destroy every opponent that's crossed their path, and now they're going head-to-head against each other. Who will be the last man standing in the battle of Dan versus God?
You're going down, Kuso! Ready, Reptak?
Yes!
Guns! We can do this! Yes, it's just like we promised each other. Together we'll be champions! This is our time, Reptak! Huh? Where am I? What happened to me?
Bakugan Battle Brawler's in, Guts lives.
I don't understand. I was fighting with Kuso and then... what's going on here? Gotta find out. Right. It was those Mechtagon.
Your last battle sent the brawlers tumbling off a cliff and into the ocean. There's been no sign of them. No one could have survived that. So why are we still searching the island?
Because, Professor, the brawlers have the resilience of cockroaches. I won't believe that they're gone until I see all of the bodies.
One more question, wise man. I haven't seen Ballista in a while. Do you have any idea where he might be?
No idea. Perhaps he got his nose stuck somewhere it didn't belong. I'm surprised you have so much energy after such a long nap.
Are you the one who brought me here, you punk? Come on, answer me now! I said answer me!
Let me ask you a question first, Gunts. Do I look familiar to you?
But that's impossible! No way!
I understand your confusion, Gunts. I can only imagine how shocking it must be to come face to face with your doppelganger like this. But perhaps it's better if you just accept that the truth is something too great for your puny human mind to comprehend.
My human mind?
The one that created me. I'm gonna take down Kuso and his partner Drago, no matter what it takes. So, do you remember that, Gunts?
How did you?
Those may have been only thoughts, but they were so deeply rooted in anger and jealousy that their dark energy seeped out of you. But that same energy was not content to just be. So in turn, it created me.
You're wrong! It's true, I wanted to beat him, but not because I was angry or jealous of him. My intentions weren't based on anything negative.
Then explain to me how I got here.
Quiet! I don't know how you got inside my head, but you don't know me! Wait! Where's Reptak? What have you done with him?
To be quite honest with you, I don't really know where he is. Feel free to take a look around the island if you like. But don't be surprised if your old partner is unhappy to see you. Good luck with your search, Gunts. You'll be back soon enough, once you will learn that there's no hope for you.
Ah, man, I can't believe it. That must have been at least a 100-foot drop we took.
I'm just thankful that Kato was able to scoop us up with a submarine, or we'd still be treading water.
I've got Skytrust and Orbium running more recon on the island, and apparently the Nonets are still looking for us.
If they're looking for us, we need to be even more prepared for the next attack against them.
Hey, Reptak, what's wrong, buddy?
Huh? Oh, I was just thinking that pretty soon we're going to be facing off against Gunts again.
Are you okay with that?
Whatever, forget that dude, okay?
What?
I know he was your partner at one time, but something flipped his switch, and now he's fighting on the side of evil. We'll try once more to turn him back, but if we can't, then we have to put him out of business for good. All right?
Dan, do you have any idea how much the old Gunts looked up to and admired you?
What? Are you crazy, dude? All I remember is that he couldn't stand me. That's why he was always challenging me.
When Gunts first joined the professional Bakugan Brawling League, he was an undefeated rookie who had already made quite a name for himself. He was the one to watch.
Sound familiar?
Yeah, I think I remember hearing something like that.
Gunts always modeled himself after you. So you can imagine how excited he was when he finally got to battle against his hero. But you defeated him pretty badly and... well, he was crushed.
Huh?
This stinks!
Gunts!
He took me down like a total noob! I looked like a fool in front of everyone! Forget this, Reptak. Who needs it? I quit, dude.
Wait! Gunts.
I'm just... so ticked off. I'm not a punk. I've got some mad skills, but he took me down like I'd never fought a battle before. Kuso totally humiliated me. Both of us. We got schooled in front of a packed arena. How do you come back from that, huh? Tell me.
We swear an oath to each other to keep going. Keep getting better until we're the best anyone's ever seen.
Reptak?
What do you say? Are you with me?
You bet. I'm sorry I lost my head there like that, pal. You know what? We could beat those punks. We just need a little more practice, a A little more experience, and in no time, we'll be able to take down anyone who dares to cross our paths.
And with that, we were back in action. We trained around the clock, non-stop. Every battle we fought, we won, quickly working our way up the ranks. And before we knew it, it was our turn to face off against you and Drago again. I'd never seen Gunz so excited. After all our hard work, he was getting a second chance to go against his hero and #1 rival. The only difference was this time he was not facing you as an underling or a rookie, but as an equal. It was going to be his proudest moment. Which is what doesn't make sense. Gunz wouldn't have just left without seeing things through.
Well, if we ever get the real Gunz back, maybe we can have a rematch. It's the least we can do for the loyalty you've shown us, Reptak.
Thanks, Dan. You have no idea how much that means to me.
Good news, everybody. Using the data files I had, I've been able to rebuild new versions of the battlesuits Wise Man stole. That means our arsenal is whole, once again.
Wicked. Let's head back to the hideout. Only this time, I say, we kick down their front door.
Right!
Okay, coordinate codes are set. Battlesuits, Defendrix, teleport to Drago. Combustoid, teleport to Reptak. Fortitron, teleport to Jakor. Globrock, teleport to Radisson. Connection complete. Battlesuit systems are powered up and synchro rates are 100%. Good luck, guys. I suppose this is as good a place as any to start.
I'm sure they already know we're here.
Let's go, then.
We're coming for you, Gunz.
What that guy said to me can't be true. No way. He didn't come from me. I don't have that kind of darkness. Could I be that evil deep inside? Who knows? I'm just fed up. Huh? Drago? What's he doing here? And Reptak too? Oh, Reptak! Reptak!
Huh? Hey, check it out! Wise Man!
Dan!
We came to settle this once and for all, pal!
What are you talking about, Kuso? Hey, Reptak! What's going on here, huh? Why are you with these guys?
Gunz?
Don't believe him, Reptak! It's just more of Wise Man's tricks!
Who's Wise Man? Must be that other guy. I'm not him! I'm Gunz, Kuso!
Yeah, right! We know! You and Wise Man are the same guy!
No, that's not true, you guys! No! There's some other guy out there with a face just like mine! Is that who you're talking about? Is he Wise Man?
Yeah, nice try, buddy! But we're not falling for your innocent Gunz act again, you got that?
It's not an act!
Well then, prove it to us! Go on! If you're for real, give us a reason to believe you really are who you say you are!
Come on, pal! Huh? Partners, man. If anyone knows for sure that I'm not lying, it's gonna be you! Can you tell these guys I'm the real Gunz? Come on, dude, it's me here! You know it, right?
Gunz, if it is really you, then let me ask. Do you remember the oath we swore to each other?
Huh? The oath?
If you're Gunz, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Look at this, Reptak! Who needs me? We'll be able to take down anyone who dares to cross our path!
Gunz!
I can only see bits of it! My brain's so fuzzy! Why can't I remember? What did that guy do to mess up my head so badly? How am I gonna convince Reptak? What if I can't? Please, You gotta believe me! Oh, Reptac! Oh no! Not this place! Not again!
Don't believe his lies, Reptac! Stick with us!
Keep your focus, Jackor. The final battle is near.
Huh? What? So Wiseman and Guntz really are different people then?
Yes, and now that his partner Bakugan has turned his back on him, I'm sure that I can add him to my list of allies who also want to destroy the Brawlers.
You're gonna pay for this!
Bakugan, draw! Rise, Subterra Strong! Ventus Morton! Pyrus Spatterix! Battle suits ready! Combustoid! Now Clawbrook! Fortitron!
Since we're fighting with the same battle suits on both sides, this should determine who the superior battler is once and for all! This should be a good distraction for everyone involved until it's time for me to reveal my big surprise.
Let's do this!
Dan, we'll deal with the Guntz thing later. Let's focus on this battle.
Yeah, right. Come on, let's go, Drago and Reptac!
Ready, on it!
Radisson?
Ready, boss! Here we go!
Watch it, you clown! That blast of yours nearly took me out. I'm on your side, remember?
You're welcome! I hate to break up your lover squirrel, but can we get back to the battle, please?
Hands up, Radisson!
I'm going to crush you! You wish, lizard lips! Now, strong! Yeah, keep your shirt on!
Radisson, Harucho,
Let's get in there!
you're going down!
I can't believe you turned me against my old partner, Wise Man. I'm going to make you regret the day you were born. I promise.
Get your head in the game, Reptar.
Sorry, Jackor. He's right. I have to treat Wise Man like any other opponent. Revenge only clouds your mind. I'll make things right with Guntz after we win. Bring it on, Spatterix!
You'll have to be faster than that!
Give up yet? In your dreams?
That's it. All of you, keep battling. Yes. It won't be very long now.
Wise Man, how long are you going to make me wait? I want in!
Ha! Very well. Bakugan, brawl! Rise, Darkest Betatron, Darkest Kodakor, Darkest Mutabrid, and Chaos Tremblar!
Bakugan, unite! You're finished, Drago!
Ready?
You bet!
United Ability Activate! Demille Panzer!
Smile, Drago!
Drago!
I'm okay.
I'm not finished with you yet!
How do you like this action? I'm gonna wear you down, old man! I've got all night to do this dance, pal!
Hold on!
Combat mode. Deployment complete.
Stay out of this, you!
Ability Activate! Lagrange Shield! Ability Activate! Goliath Flugel!
Target locked on!
Sky Trust! Orbium!
Master Shun. We're ready to rock.
Hit them hard, guys!
Right, yes, sir.
Bakugan, roll! Baku Sky Raiders, jump! Ability activate! Full Moon Wave Burning! Ability activate! Supreme Blade!
Shun!
What's wrong? You're looking a little tired. You sure you've got enough juice to continue?
Quit running your mouth, Drago! I know you're just stalling!
Don't you understand that Wise Man is just using you? He'll destroy you as soon as this is all over.
Do you really think you can talk me into coming over to your side? The loathing that Nonuts have for you is like nothing you've ever known! We can never be turned! Not ever!
Watch out!
Hang on!
Get back here!
Just a little more now.
What? Hey, if that's the way you want it!
We did it!
You certainly did, Dan.
Huh?
What? At last, I finally have the energy I need! Thanks for all your hard work, Nuts. I couldn't have done it without you. But now, you're all excused!
What do you mean we're excused? What about our vengeance?
I don't believe it! Wise Man is...
Cortigon. This just gets weirder and weirder.
You said it, pal!
The time has finally come for me to fulfill my destiny! I suggest you all say your final goodbyes, because in a few moments, the world is going to burn!
I thought things were confusing when we thought Wiseman and Guts were the same person. Turns out not only are they different, but Wiseman is actually Cortigon in disguise. And now that he's fully resurrected and charged up to the max, he's determined to destroy everything. Too bad for him, we're not going down without a fight. But he's so determined to crush us, he brings in all of his slimy Mechtanium buddies to help him out. You gotta tune in just to see how serious things get. This is our most intense battle ever. If we lose to Cortigon and the rest of his posse, it's lights out not only for us, but for the rest of the universe! Things on Earth were going really well after the Bakugan came to live with us. But then out of nowhere, we were invaded by these mysterious and evil Mechtanium who were intent on destroying everything. Cortigan, Slicer-Rack, Exo-Striker, and Mandibor were their names, and leading them was this clown Wise Man. They also had help from an evil pack of Bakugan called the No-Nits. Luckily for us, we had our own secret weapon in the form of Dragonoid Destroyer, so we fought back, because no one is gonna take our freedom. Not now, not ever!
What are you gonna do? The odds are stacked against you. Back against the wall, gotta give it your all. This is the final stand. The power's in your hand. Two worlds collide on the inside. You gotta fight for what's right before it's gone, gone, gone. This is Bakugan.
I don't believe it. Wise Man is...
Cortigon! This just gets weirder and weirder.
You said it, pal!
The time has finally come for me to fulfill my destiny!
Bakugan Battle Brawlers in Evil Evolution.
You have to throw me again! It's too late for that! Say goodbye!
Damn! Drago!
This is going to be fun! Who dares? The pleasure of destroying Drago belongs to us! We won't let you take that away! I'll take more than that, you insolent fools! Sneaky rodents! You won't get far!
Oh man, that was way too close for comfort, you guys.
No kidding. I still can't believe Wise Man is really Cortigon in disguise.
I guess in hindsight, it makes perfect sense. If you think about it, whenever Cortigon was around, Wise Man was never in sight.
But who would have figured a Gigantor like that would shrink down to human size?
Go! Go, go, go!
Huh? I wonder what's up with Reptac. I can't believe I turned my back on my partner.
No, that's not true, you guys! No! Come on, it's me here. You gotta believe me.
I should have believed him. I've gotta fix this.
Reptac, hold on. Where do you think you're going?
I've gotta go find guns. Get out of my way, Drago. I mean it.
Reptac, you need to calm down.
We need to stick together right now. If we let our emotions splinter the team, we're all doomed.
Sensei's right. You're being rash and impulsive. If you really want to help Guns...
You'll help us take down Cortigon first.
I just hate the thought of him out there by himself.
Don't worry, pal. We're gonna get Guns back, all right? I promise.
Guns, if it is really you, then let me ask you. Do you remember the oath we swore to each other? If you're Guns, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Guns!
I can only see bits of it. My brain's so fuzzy. I just don't get it. Why can't I remember? There are these giant blank spots in my memory. I have no idea why.
Perhaps I could help with an explanation. As you know,
the Brawlers defeated us. Once again, the Mechtanium were cast into the abyss. Having been betrayed by the No-Nets, we had no Bakugan to act as our hosts, so we were doomed to wander between the dimensions. But still I swore vengeance against the Brawlers. Escape seemed hopeless at best. Then I spotted you. I could see your aura of hatred toward the Brawlers, and I got an idea. I would take that energy and repurpose it. It was not only strong enough to keep me connected to your world, but I could also use it as a cloak in which to disguise myself. And just like that, the Wise Man persona was born.
It's because the energy came from you that I resemble you so closely. But it seems that along with your looks, I also took part of your memory.
So that's why my brain's like Swiss cheese and I can't remember anything!
It would be a grave mistake for you to overestimate your current value to me, Guns. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate you providing me with a vessel through which to enact my vengeance, but I won't allow you to get in my way. So, be a good boy and cooperate, or else I'll be forced to do away with you for good.
I need out of here! I can't stand it anymore! Let me out!
Take it easy, Kodokor. You're going to wind up hurting yourself.
What exactly is that out there? I'm not sure. What do you think, Professor?
It's a portal of some sort.
Wise Man!
Who do you think you are, holding us here after we helped you?
Obviously, he's just been using us this whole time to help with his complete resurrection.
Ha! It took you long enough to figure that out. Too bad for you, it's too late for the truth to be of any use to you.
Is that what happened to Ballista? He figured out your little secret too soon?
What did you do to him?
Professor, I can always count on you to be so perceptive.
Unfortunately, I don't have time to sit and gloat. I must get back to fulfilling my true destiny. But in the meantime, I will leave you with a decision to make regarding your fate.
What are you talking about?
As soon as I defeat the Brawlers, I'm going to destroy the Earth. You can stay here and be destroyed with it, or you can return to the Doom Dimension where you can rot for eternity. So what's it going to be? Quick and easy, or long and miserable?
Whoa! What the?
Look, up there, guys!
Oh!
Finally! Let's crush some insects!
You said it! Mandible, Slicer Egg, Exo Striker! It's time to rid the universe of every last human in Bakugan, so that the Mechtanium may rise and rule, as was written to be our destiny. Are you ready?
You heard them, guys. They're going all the way.
Let's smash him! Bakugan, brawl! Back to Sky Raiders, jump! Go, Pirate Fusion, Dragonoid! Go, Chaos Reptac!
Bakugan, brawl! Back to Sky Raider, jump! Go, Vengeance Jackor! Back to Sky Raider, jump! Go, Darkest Sky Trust! Go, Darkest Orpheum!
On our own, we're tough, but together we're unstoppable. Prepare for a ninja takedown.
Bakugan, brawl! Bakugan, stand!
Oh, yeah!
Go, Office Radigan!
I'm so ready to rock!
Go, Sub-Terra Rockstar!
No offense, dude, but you've got to work on your snappy one-liners.
Bring it! Your arrogance makes me laugh.
Oh yeah? We'll see who's laughing when this is all over. We're taking you all down.
The mouthy kid is mine!
Get in line, Slicer Rack.
Are we talking or are we fighting here?
Let the destruction begin!
Get ready, Thorax. We need you.
Look sharp, Flytress! We can't lose this one! Ability activate! Power Cronus! Sludge Leap!
try this. Ability activate! Ultimate Kazari style, Rapid Fury!
Is that really your best? If so, this will be a short battle.
Not a chance! Ability activate! Grapple Buster! Dragon Exploder!
Counterattack!
You got it!
Oh man, nothing's working! Hey guys! It's time to combine!
You heard him, Reptac. Let's do it. Bakugan, unite!
Our turn, Jackor! This means you too, Skytrust and Orbium!
Bakugan, unite! Combined ninjas, Herculean power!
Rockstar, Radizet!
Here we go!
Bakugan, use!
Oh yeah! Talk about a killer combo! You know what this means, brothers?
Time to do our own combination. These fools won't know what hit them.
Positions, everyone! Integrate! Mechtanium Destroyer! Say goodbye!
Oh man! I'm dancing as fast as I can here! Time to make like an ostrich!
Oh snap! I wish Guns was here! We can sure use an extra hand! Hey, you creeps! What did you do with Guns?
Forget about him, he's ancient history now! Just like you're going to be!
To throw me!
Bakugan! Roll! Baku Sky Raider, jump!
Cortigon has deceived, double-crossed, and left us all to die. But that doesn't mean we have to just sit back and take it. And there's still that matter of Drago to settle.
Are you serious? You still think we can take him down?
The burning desire to destroy Drago is what fueled us to break free of the Doom Dimension, and it's what's going to free us from this place.
End of the line, Drago!
Drago, Reptac! Shun! Marucho, we've got to call our Mechtanium! Right!
Come on, let's do it!
Dragonoid Destroyer! Bakugan! Roll!
Ride on!
I am here to do your bidding, masters!
Join us, Dora!
We need you, Fortress!
I have come to fight on the side of all that is good and defend my ninja brothers.
Likewise, I will destroy all evildoers who oppose my master! Don't think for a second that we won't destroy you, traitorous Mechtanium, along with the rest!
Change, Dragon!
Don't forget about me!
Yeah! Keep going!
United ability, activate! Supreme Jet Shot!
We will vanquish you once again!
Fusion ability activate! Abyss Ranger!
Oh yeah! I love the swirly action!
You're all going to pay for that dearly. No mercy.
But I don't understand, Betatron. Without Wise Man, we're helpless. We need a partner battler to do what you're talking about. Yeah!
You're all correct. We do need a partner battler. So how about it, Guns?
Huh? Me?
Sure, why not?
I don't know. It's just that I would...
Get your own revenge for all that Wise Man and the Brawlers have taken from you!
Yeah, right, we know! You and Wise Man are the same guy!
Do I? Look familiar to you?
You stole my identity, Wise Man. So now I'm taking it back. It's mine!
Well, isn't that interesting? Your rage is so strong it's changed the color of the suit to reflect your inner fire!
This has been interesting, but it's time for me to say farewell.
What? Why?
This is one battle I don't think we can win. I don't relish the idea of an eternity in the Doom Dimension, but it's preferable to being blown to smithereens. Good luck.
Let's get back at it! Right!
You bet!
Attack! First revolver!
United ability activate! Supreme Thunder!
Lights out!
Fusion ability activate! Terror blow!
Open wide!
Unleash the Force Cannon next!
You read my mind! Universal Combine!
What a truly pathetic display of your powers!
What? How's that possible?
Now pay attention while I show the unmatched power of a mutated Mechtanium in its fully resurrected form!
Jaguar! Sky Trust! Orbium!
Longstorm! Radisson!
We're not gonna lose to those creeps!
Never! We can still win this! Go! Dragonoid Destroyer! Hyper Cross Cannon!
Diabolical Energy Cannon! Engage!
That's some incredible power!
He's too strong!
Dan!
Drago!
Clearly we've come to the end of the line, Brawlers. But strangely, I don't think I'll find satisfaction in destroying you.
Oh no! This sounds bad!
Instead, I'll extend your suffering by banishing you to the Doom Dimension.
Bakugan Brawl!
What
is that?
Wise Man!
Guns!
Playing dress up now, are we?
We're taking the brawlers down! Then you!
I doubt that very much.
What?
Things were looking pretty bad during our last battle with Mechtanium's destroyer. He had our whole team pinned down, ready to destroy us, but instead decided to banish us to the Doom Dimension. And now that we're here, I don't know how we're ever gonna get out! Making things even crazier are the No-Nets, who are now being led by a new version of Wise Man. Or maybe it's Guns. We don't really know. It's insane. All I know for sure is that we're in deep trouble. Tune in and you'll see for yourself that we're up against all kinds of deadly forces. The hardest part of this battle is going to be figuring out who we need to defeat first. Things on Earth were going really well after the Bakugan came to live with us. But then out of nowhere, we were invaded by these mysterious and evil Mechtanium who were intent on destroying everything. Cortigan, Slicerak, Exo Striker, and Mandibor were their names, and leading them was this clown Wise Man. They also had help from an evil pack of Bakugan called the No-Nets. Luckily for us, we had our own secret weapon in the form of Dragonoid Destroyer, so we fought back, because no one is gonna take our freedom. Not now, not ever!
What are you gonna do? The odds are stacked against you. Back against the wall, gotta give it your all. This is the final stand. The power's in your hand. Two worlds collide on the inside. You gotta fight for what's right before it's gone, gone, gone. This is Bakugan.
Don't you dare give up the fight! If you punks are done, you might as well go to the Doom Dimension.
What? I don't know what to say.
There's nothing left to say, Megatron. I'm afraid I can't let you leave.
Not without facing us in battle. The only way out is through us.
Well, brawlers, some things are worth the risk.
Bakugan Battle Brawlers in Doom Dimension Throwdown.
Hey, you guys! Welcome back! It's your favorite roving reporter, Julie here. Live from downtown Bakugan City. We're here to cover all the festivities happening today as we commemorate the one-year anniversary of the day the Bakugan came to live on Earth. As you all know, things have been a bit insane around the city these days, so I thought I'd turn the microphone over to you to see what the public is thinking on this historic day.
Are you serious? Has it really been a year already? What a surprise!
The first few months really flew by. Those were good times with lots of happy memories. Lately, that hasn't been the case, though, now that the battle arenas have been shut down.
It's understandable given the threat that Wise Man posed.
We're just hopeful that the Brawlers can defeat our enemies so that one day things will get back to normal.
Thanks to Wise Man and his lousy No-Nets, many humans stopped trusting Bakugan. But slowly, we've been able to rebuild the trust between us.
Bakugan battling is the coolest! We love brawling too!
The Bakugan are our friends! We love Bakugan City!
And make sure you get a shot of that statue that represents the bond between humans and Bakugan this time!
Look at you being bossy again. Did you forget me already?
Hey!
good to see you again, big guy. And it's really great to see that people are visiting Bakugan Land again.
Thanks in large part to you.
No. People saw you rescue me from being crushed by that statue and realized that Bakugan were our friends and could be trusted.
Well, things may be happy on the surface here, but I can't help but worry that this is just the calm before the storm. Sure, people in Bakugan are cooperating again, but Wise Man is still lurking out there somewhere, and the fight isn't over yet. I don't know if you've noticed, but the Brawlers haven't been around for a while now. It's like they just vanished. Doesn't that worry you?
Maybe a bit.
And yet you're acting as though nothing is wrong. You're laughing and carrying on like it's business as usual.
If I don't keep a really brave face, people will start to worry. I just have to trust that wherever they are, Dan and the others are fighting the good fight and winning against Wise Man and the Nonets. Ow! Oh, no!
Got it! Here you go.
Thanks, mister! You know, Damdos, you might pretend to be a big grump, but I see right through you. Underneath, you're just a softie. It's been really great catching up with you, but I should be getting back to work now. Catch you later! Would you move it?
Huh. That girl is one of a kind.
What are you doing here, Guns? We used to be friends, remember?
I'm not Guns. I'm the new Wise Man, Dan.
That's not true! Dude! I'm sorry we doubted you, but you have to understand our confusion! We don't have to be enemies!
You think it's that easy to get my forgiveness? You turned my old partner against me, Dan!
We're sorry. We never meant to hurt you.
Enough with all this nonsense! I didn't come to talk, I came to fight! So let's get on with this, Drago!
Drago!
I've been waiting eons to exact my revenge, and I won't hold back for 1 second longer!
It was my ancestors who banished you to this place, not me!
Well, they're not here right now, so you're the next best thing! The years of anger I've cultivated towards them will be taken out on you 1,000-fold!
Don't you realize how insane it is that you've come back to the very place you wanted to escape for so long just to get your precious revenge? But if it's a fight you want, you've got one! That just leaves you and I, Kuso.
If a battle is what it's gonna take to knock some sense into you, I guess you're about to learn a real hard lesson, Guns.
Dan, wait, let me...
Sorry, Reptac. This is something Drago and I have to do.
Besides, Betatron won't be satisfied battling against anyone else but me. But guys...
Don't worry. When this is over, Guns will be back. I promise.
Well... Okay then. Bring it!
I'm going to enjoy every second of your suffering, Drago!
You're going down! Ability activate! Mesh burn!
Ability activate! Dragon Trasher!
Someone's gonna get seriously hurt!
That was a close one! Ability activate! Dragon Overcannon!
Ability activate! Orion Shield! Ability activate! Night Vigiler!
Ability activate! Dragon Exploder!
Nice! Not so fast!
Huh?
Ability activate! Blackbird!
finished with you yet!
I don't know which one of you is more stubborn.
You're determined, aren't you?
That's an understatement, Drago. My brother Nonets gave more than you can imagine for me to come find you. I'm not going to let their sacrifice be in vain.
Sacrifice? What are you talking about? What happened with Mechtanium's destroyer?
Never mind, that's not important. The only thing that matters now is that I'm going to take you down!
Ability activate! Dragon
Is that all you've got?
Huh? Let's hit him again, Drago! Ability activate! Hyperdrive!
You're the one who's going down!
No way!
You're gonna like this! Ability activate! Darkstream!
Pay attention, Drago. This is where things really get interesting.
As if!
Once we finish off Drago, we'll go back and take down Cortigon!
Why stop at Cortigon? We'll take down all the Mechtanium! Are you sure you're not holding back, Drago? Because so far the effort you've shown me has been totally pathetic!
Drago! Oh, man, Drago should have way more power than him.
He's fueled by hate.
Get lost!
You should know that I'm driven by the same level of anger that fuels Betatron! And just as he's going to take out Drago, I'm gonna destroy you, Dan! So get ready to say goodbye! Ability activate! Night Phalanx!
Ability activate! Saber shield!
Useless! The simple truth is, you and Drago don't want the victory as badly as we do. So you're toast! Ability activate! Anger Shroud!
No one wants this more than we do, pal! Ability activate! Dragon Energear!
Intense!
You may want the victory, but we want peace, Guts! And our desire for that totally out-trumps anything you're packing, buddy!
Is that right?
We aren't doing this for selfish reasons like you guys. We're doing it for all of the humans and Bakugan back home.
Don't make me laugh!
We'll be the ones laughing when this is over, creeps! Ability activate! Dragon Eternal Force!
Ability activate! Wing Pulsar!
Oh man, I wish I was in there.
I can't lose. I won't lose.
Victory is gonna be all mine!
Ability
Activate!
Wing Pulsar!
Dragon Eternal Force!
This one's gonna hurt!
Not as much as this!
Watch out!
No, guys! Take cover! Metatron!
You won't defeat me.
Yeah! We won this! Dan and Drago totally took them down, Shug! Great job!
Yeah!
I don't believe it. We lost.
Now you can join us.
Are you insane? Why would I go with you guys?
Because I beat your wise man persona. So now you can put it to rest. And go back to being Gunts.
What makes you so sure that I even want to go back to being Guns? It's time for me to start all over again. There's nothing left for me in that old life back there.
That's not true! Did you ever stop to think that the reason you were so angry we doubted you wasn't because of our supposed betrayal, but because you cherished your old life so much and were scared of losing it? We went through a lot together, so I understand why you would be furious at the thought of being abandoned. But I need you to put that all behind us, Gunts. You need to forget, so that we can move forward. Come on. We need to get past this. Please forgive me.
I don't know. You stole my identity, so now I'm taking it back. It's mine! Well, Brawlers, some things are worth the risk. No, that's not true, you guys! No! I can only see bits of it. My brain's so fuzzy. Any final words, Kuso, before I take you down? We'll be able to take down anyone who dares to cross our paths. Well, I guess we did promise. That we'd crush any challenger, Reptak. So I guess your old partner Gunts is back.
Gunts!
I'm still gonna want a rematch, Dan. As soon as this is all over.
Sure. It's a deal, buddy.
Metatron, can you stand? Now that we have a common enemy, let's take him down together. I'm talking about Mechtavius Destroyer.
I'm glad we've settled our differences.
Aren't you Wharton?
What are you doing here?
Before we known its decided to take on Mechtavius Destroyer, the Professor chose to return to the Doom Dimension!
You chickened out!
That's right!
There are more pressing issues at hand. It's Mechtavius Destroyer! He's on the move!
Finally, I am rid of all the vermin who have stood in the way of my master plan. Now I can get on with the business of destroying Bakugan City and all of those who inhabit it.
For reals? You're saying Dan and the others just disappeared?
Sort of. They were headed to Wise Man's secret hideout when we lost contact with them. And we haven't been able to raise them on the Bakumeters since.
Oh my gosh! Dan.
No need to worry, Julie. We're on the case. We're gonna find them, no problem. I'm sure everything's fine, and there's a reasonable explanation for it.
We should hurry, Runo.
Coming! Okay, guys, wait!
Huh?
Just hold on a second, okay?
What?
I've decided I'm coming along with you too.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Guys, wait!
Huh? What's wrong, Julie?
Look! What's that over there?
Mechtanium Destroyer. This is bad, guys.
If we don't stop him, it could mean the total destruction of Earth.
You filthy human and Bakugan swine!
We must hurry. Time is of the essence.
Behold the terrifying might of my powers!
Oh no, I fear it could already be too late.
Ah! It can't be!
Now that we finally got guts back to battling on our side, we had to focus on an even greater threat. Professor Warden told us that Mechtanium Destroyer was on the move and intent on destroying the Earth. We couldn't let that happen, but unfortunately we were still stuck in the Doom Dimension and had to figure a way out first. Luckily for us, Drago had an idea about recruiting additional help from some old friends on New Vestroia. After all, once he was finished with Earth, Mechtanium Destroyer would likely take his tour of destruction there next. You've got to tune in to see for yourself just how insane the action gets. Mechtanium Destroyer is in for the fight of his life! Things on Earth were going really well after the Bakugan came to live with us. But then out of nowhere, we were invaded by these mysterious and evil Mechtanium who were intent on destroying everything. Cortigon, Slicerak, Exo-Striker, and Mandibor were their names, and leading them was this clown Wise Man. They also had help from an evil pack of Bakugan called the Nonets. Luckily for us, we had our own secret weapon in the form of Dragonoid Destroyer, so we fought back, because no one is gonna take our freedom. Not now, not ever!
What are you gonna do? The odds are stacked against you. Back against the wall, gotta give it your all. This is the final stand. The power's in your hand. Two worlds collide on the inside. You gotta fight for what's right before it's gone, gone, gone. This is Bakugan.
If we don't stop him, it could mean the total destruction of Earth.
You filthy human and Bakugan swine!
We must hurry. Time is of the essence.
Behold the terrifying might of my powers!
Bakugan Battle Brawlers in! Blast from the past! What are you talking about? What do you mean Bakugan City is gone?
We Bakugan share a collective energy. I just felt a tremendous loss in this energy, like several Bakugan have just disappeared.
But a whole city disappearing?
That sounds a bit extreme.
What it really sounds like to me is something that Mechtanium Destroyer would do.
Guns, are you sure?
Although Bakugan City's fate is worrying, I think we need to be concerned about what he's going to do next. Mechtanium Destroyer is intent on annihilating all Bakugan, which suggests only one thing.
He's heading for New Vestroia. We have to stop him.
We gotta take that creep down.
What are we waiting for?
So this is where those pathetic creatures call home. New Vestroia is every bit as unimpressive as the Bakugan who inhabit it. Huh? What's this?
We got a distress signal from our brothers on Earth, so we knew your ugly face was headed this way.
Hilarious! Does this guy think just because he's a giant gorilla we're gonna run away scared?
He doesn't look like much to me.
Then why don't you come closer? And I'll show you just how big a deal I am!
You heard the creep.
Let's do this, guys!
How do you like this, pal? Sting a little bit? Well, there's lots more where that came from.
What? Oh, watch out, guys! Take cover!
Oh no! This is bad!
Did you think your minuscule powers would have had any effect against my might?
But I haven't shown you my favorite move yet. Amazon Aquas Bomber! Uh-oh.
Amazon! You're gonna pay for that!
Elfin! Don't do it!
Here's a little drop kick!
I should have silenced you first!
I'm sorry, fans!
Elfin! Oh no! Oh no!
Your sentimentality makes me sick! It's worthless in battle!
Slash Rise Thunder!
What?
Huh? Talion! Ingram! Skyrus!
How dare you show up and think that you can destroy our home and bring chaos to our lives?
We are peaceful, but you're about to get a taste of our fury!
This ought to be amusing! Show me what you've got, fools!
Smile for the cannons! Ha ha!
Guys, if New Vestroia is in danger, then why the heck are we still standing around here yakking? We've got to do something to help out before it's too late. Why are you arguing with me? You see, this is what I'm talking about. It shouldn't even be a discussion. We should just go now. Time is wasting.
Radisson, have you forgotten that we're in the deepest part of the Doom Dimension? If Drago couldn't teleport us out of here and back to Earth, what makes you think we can make it to New Vestroia?
Oh, right. I forgot what an epic fail that was.
Oh man, what the heck are we gonna do?
There is another possibility. We could ride the current of time.
Are you serious?
Slash Hyper Sword Storm!
I'm going to crush you!
Armored Intense Mode!
Ha! Now you're really starting to make me mad! You're making it worse for yourselves!
And Glimmering Shadow Slash!
Ha! That's it! Stay on him! Shooting Destruction Slash!
should finish him off! Blue Whirlwind!
That should do it. Yes, he's finished!
Hold on a second.
I don't believe it! Is he invincible?
Your determination is almost admirable, if it weren't for your arrogance. How dare you presume to be a threat to me?
It might not be us, but someone's gonna take you down!
This is so much fun! I might actually be sad once I've destroyed every last one of you!
Check it out, the current of time.
It's a vortex, where the present and the past collide and create a spiral in the time-space continuum.
Up until a short while ago, I thought this place was only a myth. When I came back to the Doom Dimension, I found myself wandering around and stumbled upon it quite by accident. I just kept falling and falling until suddenly I found myself back in Wise Man's hideout on Volcano Island. At first I thought that I had just landed back in the hideout, but then I heard something familiar that made me feel like I was experiencing deja vu. I saw Ballista, which seemed impossible. Cortagon had already destroyed him, so either I was dreaming or somehow I had gone back in time. That's when I realized I must have traveled on the current of time.
There is something that I need to talk to you about. Is it Wise Man? Once again, you amaze me with how all-seeing you are.
Any doubts that I had were obliterated when I saw myself talking to Ballista about how he found a Wise Man double hidden in the cave.
Who could it have been? Perhaps it was this Guns character that the Brawlers were always speaking of. But if so, where did he come from? And why do they look identical?
Trust me, Ballista. It's better that you forget what you saw.
What?
Just for now. We need to keep our eyes on the main target. We can revisit this at another time. Understood?
Wait a second.
Immediately, I thought that I had to somehow stop Ballista from following the same path. By changing the past, I might just save his life.
Uh-oh.
That was close. I have to find Ballista. Fast. I didn't have enough energy to stay there on my own, but I think we need to try and get on the current of time and ride it back to the past.
Agreed. But if you didn't have enough energy to stay there, how can we make the leap permanently?
I was just one Bakugan alone, who had stumbled upon the current of time purely by accident. If we all focus our minds and our energy and make another attempt together...
Our collective energy might be strong enough to transport us back to the real world for good. It'll be in the past, but we'll have escaped from this place.
What? I say it's worth a shot.
I must warn you that there is some danger involved. There is no way to guarantee exactly where we will land in the past.
Since when have you been unable to predict such things without certainty, Professor?
The incredible energy created by the current of time, coupled with the ripples it makes in the space-time continuum, caused too much interference and blocked my psychic abilities. We will go in blind, but I don't think we have a choice.
That's good enough for me, Wharton. You need out of here as badly as we do, so we trust your opinion.
We're in this together, Professor.
Very well, then.
Beta-Dron?
Yeah, I'm with you. Trust me, I want out of here so I can take down Mechtanium's destroyer for all he's done to the Nonets.
Understood.
Okay, let's go!
Stick together, everyone, and we'll get back home.
Keep it together, guys, and we'll take down Mechtanium's destroyer.
This is the end of the line for you, Mechtagon scum! You're about to be schooled by both of us!
Well, I hope that you prove to be more of a challenge than those who have already fallen.
Keep talking, creep. You're the one who's gonna fall next. Whoa!
I doubt you can shoot as high as I can jump!
Don't bet on it!
Velocity Fang!
Nice one! How about a little lightning smasher for dessert?
Oh no!
We did it, mistress. Wait a second. No way!
What's wrong, boy? You seem so surprised!
Paragon! Hold tight, mistress. I'll hit him from up high again. I gotta play this right. Just hold on and look for his blind spot, then attack.
I see you, fool!
Aw, snap.
Paragon!
You're gonna pay for that.
I'm gonna make you hurt! Bolting Fang! Gotcha!
I will never be taken down by a Bakugan! Do you understand? You should be thankful that your destruction comes at the hands of one as mighty as me! The time of the Bakugan is over!
That's it, guys! Keep the formation tight!
Whoa, are you okay, Guns?
Yeah, thanks, pal. That was a really huge bump.
Hold on, guys. The current is getting stronger.
Hey, look!
What?
Ability activate! Dragon Trasher! See that?
That's back when we battled in the B1 Climax round.
You're mine now!
His focus is good, but not perfect.
Who are you calling old?
What?
Do you remember that, Shun?
I do. It's when we were first training in the mountains, Jackor.
Check it out! That was the day when you and Rockstork first combined together in battle.
Yeah. It wasn't my most graceful moment. Good thing we've got our combo moves down to a science now. That was so embarrassing. What are you talking about? I'm the clumsy one. The reason that happened is because you tripped me up. Do we need to watch another instant replay to refresh your memory? If we're all done pointing fingers, could we get back to the task at hand, please?
Ability activate! Spar! Whoop! Attack!
Why are we seeing these visions?
They are the manifestations of our most powerful memories. The current is picking up on our mental energy and using them as markers while it tries to pick a destination point.
Well, I don't want it picking my brain.
Oh, no, no, no!
Destroy him! Go down, you!
He took down our brothers. I lived through this once. I don't want to see it again. Lousy Scar! Come! I'm gonna make you pay! I wanna crush him! I wanna crush him bad!
Megatron, calm down!
This is ramping up! Stay sharp, you guys, okay?
What just happened?
This is where the current of time decided to deposit us. It's somewhere back in the past that we all have a connection to.
Huh? Look! The statue! This is Bakugan City! Impossible!
Wharton was right about it disappearing.
Well, almost right. Bakugan City didn't so much disappear as it was destroyed, along with everyone in it.
And we were helpless to stop it from happening!
Nuvastroya! Oh no! Are we too late to save it as well?
All of our brothers and sisters are gone.
Is there nothing we can do?
Unfortunately, no.
Whoa!
The current of time has brought us back to it for a reason. Maybe it showed us those horrible things as a warning. Maybe there still is hope.
There has to be. We can't let Mechtanium's destroyer get away with this.
The current of time has given us a gift here. It has shown us the horrible truth of the future, and now is giving us an opportunity to make things right and save all those who have been lost. We must take advantage of this.
You bet, Professor! It's time to rewrite history, everyone!
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, Professor. Now that they have a plan, we need to guarantee these guys get off in the right stop.
What are you doing?
Megatron! Wharton!
With our combined energy, we can temporarily stop the current of time at the spot in history where you need to get off.
Betatron is right. You mustn't hesitate for even a second.
But what will happen to the two of you if you get left behind? It's too risky.
Hands off! You can't talk us out of this!
But
no buts! I have never loathed anyone as much as I have Mechtanium's destroyer. So if taking him down means sacrificing myself, then that's the way it has to be. Just make sure you don't let me down. Finish him for good! Do you understand? Drago, it's okay.
good luck, my friend.
Right there! I think that's where we need to get off, you guys!
Let's do it!
The portal is closing!
Time to giddy up, guys!
We might not make it,
but we still have to go for it, everyone!
Right!
You heard the man. Failure is not an option here, guys.
Right!
Ability, activate! Dragon Eternal Force!
Finally, I am rid of all the vermin who have stood in the way of my master plan. Now I can get on with the business of destroying Bakugan City and all of those who inhabit it. What? Where did you miserable insects come from?
We've come back from the future to stop you in your tracks. Your days of destruction are over.
We're gonna wipe you from the history books! After we saw the complete annihilation of Bakugan City and Nuvastroya by Mechtanium's destroyer, we thought everything was over. But then Professor Wharton figured out a way to go back in time so we could try and keep it from happening. Luckily for us, Mira and Julie were around this time to help out, and they totally had our backs. Dragonoid Destroyer also came out to battle, but for some reason, he still wasn't fighting at 100%. I know it sounds really nuts, but you should tune in to see us completely rewrite history. We've learned from our past mistakes, so this time our battle moves are gonna be perfect! Things on Earth were going really well after the Bakugan came to live with us. But then out of nowhere, we were invaded by these mysterious and evil Mechtanium who were intent on destroying everything. Cortigon, Slicerak, Exo-Striker, and Mandibor were their names, and leading them was this clown Wise Man. They also had help from an evil pack of Bakugan called the Nonets. Luckily for us, we had our own secret weapon in the form of Dragonoid Destroyer, so we fought back, because no one is gonna take our freedom. Not now, not ever!
What are you gonna do? The odds are stacked against you. Back against the wall, gotta give it your all. This is the final stand. The power's in your hand. Two worlds collide on the inside. You gotta fight for what's right before it's gone, gone, gone. This is Bakugan.
Finally, I am rid of all the vermin who have stood in the way of my master plan. Now I can get on with the business of destroying Bakugan City and all of those who inhabit it. What? Where did you miserable insects come from?
We've come back from the future to stop you in your tracks. Your days of destruction are over.
We're gonna wipe you from the history books! The Bakugan Battle Brawler's in, beginning of the end.
Hey, you guys! Welcome back! It's your favorite roving reporter, Julie here. Live from downtown Bakugan City. We're here to cover all the festivities happening today as we commemorate the one-year anniversary of the day the Bakugan came to live on Earth. As you all know, things have been a bit insane around the city these days, so I thought I'd turn the microphone over to you to see what the public is thinking on this historic day.
Are you serious? Has it really been a year already? What a surprise!
The first few months really flew by. Those were good times with lots of happy memories. Lately, that hasn't been the case, though, now that the battle arenas have been shut down.
It's understandable given the threat that Wise Man posed.
We're just hopeful that the Brawlers can defeat our enemies so that one day things will get back to normal.
Bakugan battling is the coolest!
We love brawling too.
The Bakugan are our friends!
For reals? You're saying Dan and the others just disappeared?
Sort of. They were headed to Wise Man's secret hideout when we lost contact with them. And we haven't been able to raise them on the Bakumeter since.
Oh my gosh!
No need to worry, Julie. We're on the case. We're gonna find them, no problem. I'm sure everything's fine and that there's a reasonable explanation for it.
We should hurry, Runo.
Coming! Okay, guys, wait!
Huh?
Just hold on a second, okay?
What?
I've decided I'm coming along with you too.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Mira! Bruno!
We're here.
I know this is gonna sound weird, but is Bakugan City still there?
Yeah, of course it is. Where else would it be, Dan? Are you sure that you guys are all right over there?
We're fine.
We'll explain things later.
Marucho! Sean, hey guys!
It's good to hear your voices.
We were super worried about all of you.
Glad you're okay.
Looks like we made it, guys. And not a minute too late. We've been given a second chance to avoid that horrible future we saw. Failure's not an option, everyone. Let's win this!
Your arrogance is so absurd. It's almost pathetic, boy. You don't stand a chance against me.
Listen up, Bruno. We've got some unfinished business to take care of. But as soon as we're through, we'll be home to celebrate with all of you.
Huh? Huh? Dan, wait! Come back!
Okay, you guys! Let's get this party started! Ability activate! Dragon Astral!
Attack!
It's going to take more than that!
Ability activate! Slash boomerang!
My turn!
Ability activate! Harvey Cannon!
You're gonna pay for what you did to Gus!
Ability activate!
Illusion, stealth, confusion. Now you see us.
Now you don't!
This way, big bro! Right behind you!
And what do you think you're doing?
Ability, activate! Supreme Jet Shot!
Let's get in there, Rockstar! Ability activate! Under explosion!
Where are you going? Whoa!
Nice one!
We pulled the rug out from underneath him!
Unbelievable!
Seriously!
Did you really think it was going to be that easy?
I've got to find them. They'll need as much help as they can get against Mechtanium's destroyer.
Well, I'm coming with you.
You're a reporter, not a battler.
Right, I am a reporter. That's why there's no way I'm going to pass up the chance to cover what will be my biggest scoop ever. I mean, seriously, talk about real-life drama. The viewers need to see this. So make sure you keep up with me.
Are you coming too, Runo?
I'm gonna stay behind and man the battle suits just in case those guys call for them.
Okay, then.
Make sure you guys fly safe.
You got it, Runo.
We'll be back with Dan and the others in no time.
Now it's my turn to play.
He's not fooling around!
No kidding. Okay, time to change strategy. Drago! Reptac! Let's combine!
What do you mean combine, man?
It's a new trick we have in our arsenal, Guns.
Check it out. Are you ready, Reptac? You bet, Drago. Bakugan, unite!
That's awesome! Let's go! Jackor! Skytrash! Orbium!
Bakugan, unite! Combined ninjas, Herculean power!
Radizet! Rockstar now!
You got it, boss! Oh, yeah! Bakugan, you! Here comes your worst nightmare combo!
Fusion ability activate! Terror Blue!
United ability, activate! Supreme Jet Shot!
United ability activate! Flame Harvey Cannon!
Time to annihilate this evil scourge!
Keep the power up, you guys! No way!
Whoa! Gotta go, gotta go!
Don't you understand? No matter what you do, no matter what you throw at me, you insects will never be strong enough to take me down. I will drive you to extinction, Bakugan!
We might need our own Mechtanium to win this, guys!
you okay, Reptac?
He might be okay now, but he won't be for long!
We have to fight fire with fire, guys! After all, not all Mechtanium are evil scum like this lousy creep! Dragonoid Destroyer!
Bakugan, brawl!
Guns! Launch me onto Dragonoid Destroyer too!
What are you talking about?
Just trust me, okay? Come on!
Okay, let's do it!
Bakugan, brawl! Let's go, Drago!
Ready!
Bakugan, brawl!
Ride on!
Now you're just annoying me!
Bruno? Coordinates locked on! Battlesuit Fortitron teleport to Jakor! And Combustoid over to Reptac! Connection complete! Battle systems are on and synchronization rate is 100%!
That's what I'm talking about!
Come, Thorak!
Come now, Flytrap!
I am Thorak, here to serve my master, Shun and Jakor! And I am Flytress, here to destroy any evil that tries to harm Marucho and Radithan! Together we will take down the evil Mechtanium, who sullies our name!
Okay, everyone, full-on attack!
Battlesuit! Digital camouflage on!
You traitors make me sick!
Change Dragon!
Stay on him! Let's go!
Earth Revolver! I'm going to enjoy this! Force Cannon! You're going down!
Your little tricks are all useless!
Surprise, dirtbag!
You're going to pay for that one!
You'll have to go through me first!
Attack!
Get us in there, boss!
Fusion ability activate! Abyss Render!
Swirly action! I can't wait to see the look on his face! How do you like me now?
Brawlers are totally awesome in action!
Hey! Check it out! Over there!
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you breaking news from everybody's favorite roving reporter, Jolie. So, get ready for it. Let's cut to her live from the scene somewhere near Volcano Island. Oh, what's going on? What the heck?
Hey there, everyone! This is Julie here with you. I'm bringing you all of the incredible action from the Battle Brawler's most fearsome fight ever against Mechtanium Destroyer. This one's gonna be epic! Mark my words! Huh?
Check it out! That's my helicopter up there! Mira's here!
Attack!
Earth Revolver!
I don't understand. Dragonoid Destroyer is only working at 90% of his full power. Are you there, Dan?
Huh? I'm here!
My diagnostic scan shows the Dragonoid Destroyer is only fighting at 90% efficiency.
But that doesn't make any sense!
You need to find out why, guys.
Dragonoid Destroyer! What's going on? Why are you still holding back 10% of your powers?
Not all of us are here yet!
Dan, no!
Hit him again, brother! You got it! Let me help! Down you go!
Fusion ability activate! Terror Blue!
We'll keep fighting until you go down! Let's hit him again! Hold on a second, big bro!
What's happening?
Something's not right here.
It feels creepy.
No kidding! I'm totally freaked out!
Let's hold back, Dan. It could be a trap.
I'm through toying with you. I think it's finally time that I show you the full extent of my mighty power. Now stand back and bow at my feet.
Quick, cross gear shield. Full power. No one will harm my master!
Whoa, hold on, everyone. This is gonna get really rough.
Look down there!
Volcano Island disappeared.
Oh my gosh!
Any final words, fools?
This isn't over!
Taking out the island would have used up a lot of his energy. His defenses will probably be down now.
This is our chance to get the upper hand.
Okay, let's hit them all together!
Force cannon!
Fusion ability activate! Terror Blue!
You're finished!
Not even close, you insolent swine!
What's wrong? Am I too fast for you? I'll find his weak spot yet!
Reptac! Take him down!
Only one problem, punk! I don't have a weak spot!
Are you okay there, Reptac, buddy?
Yeah, that hurt.
Maybe you should battle with Dan as your partner instead of me. So what do you think?
Why, Guns?
I don't have the experience with jumping attacks or battle suits. That's a real liability now. I need to think of the greater good here. We'll have lots of time to get back into sync once again as partners as soon as this battle's over. Now go find Dan before it's too late, okay, Reptac?
Guns?
You don't have to say anything. I'm okay with this, really. So, do what you have to do to win, all right?
Lots has definitely happened since Wise Man kept you locked away in a coma. But one fact still remains. You are my one and true partner. End of story. We're going to win this, and we're going to do it together.
Thanks, my friend.
Watch out, Jackor! This is bad!
just happened?
That should have been a direct hit!
Who is that?
I am Chromobog, a Mechtanium boarded by Masters Guns and Reptar!
We created
our own Mechtanium! Now we're all here!
Now that Gunts and Reptac have created their own Mechtanium Chromopod, we may actually have a chance to take down Mechtanium's destroyer once and for all! Not only do we have another giant wrecking ball to add to our team, but also Dragonoid Destroyer is finally battling at 100% of his full ability! In fact, Dragonoid Destroyer undergoes some kind of metamorphosis and turns golden right around the same time this crazy light show starts happening in the skies over Bakugan City! But don't take my word for it, tune in and check it out for yourself. This is the final Bakugan battle ever! But I promise you, we're saving the best for last! Things on Earth were going really well after the Bakugan came to live with us. But then out of nowhere, we were invaded by these mysterious and evil Mechtanium who were intent on destroying everything. Cortigon, Slicerak, Exo Striker, and Mandibor were their names, and leading them was this clown Wise Man. They also had help from an evil pack of Bakugan called the Nonets. Luckily for us, we had our own secret weapon in the form of Dragonoid Destroyer. So we fought back, because no one is gonna take our freedom. Not now, not ever!
What are you gonna do? The odds are stacked against you. Back against the wall, gotta give it your all. This is the final stand. The power's in your hand. Two worlds collide on the inside. You gotta fight for what's right before it's gone, gone, gone. This is Bakugan.
Who is that?
I am Chromobog, a Mechtanium boarded by Masters Guns and Reptar.
We created
our own Mechtanium. Now we're all here.
Bakugan Battle Brawlers in. End of the line.
A new Mechtanium!
That's handy.
This is incredible, Reptac. I had no idea we could create something like this.
The bond between you two is a powerful one and should be envied.
That's right. You hear that, Reptac, buddy?
You and I
are truly
partners.
All of this emotional nonsense makes me sick! Especially when it involves a Mechtanium who should know better than to be so weak!
How dare you show more loyalty to humans and Bakugan rather than your own brothers!
No matter, now that we are the ultimate Mechtanium, you're no longer the same as us.
Oh no! He's powering up again!
We're not prepared for another attack.
Watch out! Dan and Drago!
Brace yourself, pal. This will be intense.
Got it.
Whoa! He's generating way more power than last time! What's up with that?
Huh? What's happening?
I can feel it rising. inside of me!
I can feel it too. I don't understand. It seems to be coming from deep within Dragonoid Destroyer.
Oh man! This is no good. We're too far away to see anything. Mira, you have to get us closer, okay?
Are you crazy? I'm not going to risk getting caught in the crossfire. If we get any closer, we might not be able to get away if things get crazy. Dragonoid Destroyer's energy readings look really strange. Dan, I think Dragonoid Destroyer is finally operating at 100%.
Okay, Dragonoid Destroyer, now the Chromopod has shown up, are you Mechtanium ready to fight at full strength?
Isn't that what you meant when you said that everyone is here now? Please, tell us.
Everyone is here, but there is still more to come.
What the heck does that mean?
Check it out! Dragonoid Destroyer is glowing! Whoa! Awesome! I bet he's about to take Mechtanium Destroyer down really super hard!
Something is still off with these power readings. What is going on with Dragonoid Destroyer?
I don't get it. He's still collecting energy and getting more powerful.
Dragonoid Destroyer, what's going on? Are you in complete fighting form or not?
Something's not right with the brawlers. It looks like they could be in trouble. Now, hold tight, everyone. This angle is no good for my viewers, Mira. I can't see what's going on. We need to get closer. Come on, Mira. Drop down just a bit. The people really, really need to see this. They deserve to know what's happening because everyone's future is at stake here. Our fates are all linked now, humans and Bakugan alike.
That's right. We are all linked together. Dan, I think the energy that you guys are feeling is what Dragonoid Destroyer is channeling from the bonds of all humans and Bakugan around the world.
Are you serious?
Incredible! I summon the righteous energy from all humans and Bakugan! Send it to me! Send it to me now!
Whoa, Sensei, what was that? Oh, man.
This feels weird.
I know. This is unlike any other kind of energy I've felt before.
Thought I'd seen everything before, but this really takes the cake.
Huh? What the? Something's happening, Mama!
This is totally freaking me out.
Huh? What's going on here?
What's this?
What's this?
Look, check it out, everybody! Dragonoid Destroyer has just turned golden!
Incredible! His power level just keeps rising. At some point, he has to reach his maximum potential. How much longer can this keep going?
Perhaps he's going through some kind of evolution, just like I have many times in the past.
Maybe. I guess we just have to wait and see what happens.
I never realized the level of power that existed in the bonds between everyday humans and Bakugan. It really is spectacular.
Guns! I see it. This could be a real game changer.
In every human and Bakugan, there exists the potential to generate their own Mechtanium. It's that boundless energy that I call upon to free us all!
But how much of this energy can he handle?
Mira, is this power-up showing any signs of slowing down?
Doesn't look like it. He just doubled his previous load. I wouldn't believe it myself if I didn't see the numbers here in front of me.
Here's proof of the beautiful bond we all share together.
Mira! Tell me what's going on!
It's still shooting upward. In fact, it's moving faster than ever.
I don't know, big bro. Should we be worried here? Be patient. Dragonoid Destroyer hasn't let us down yet.
This little sideshow of yours is of no consequence. You have zero chance of defeating us.
You need to accept the fact that
Our strength is unmatched. We are the ultimate Mechtanium. Bow down at our feet. That will never happen. You're a disgrace to the true Mechtanium. Like us. Together we will crush you.
Oh man, it's kicking off!
Infinite power.
Wow, check it out! He's growing!
That's the understatement of the year.
This is getting exciting, everyone! He's now the size of Mechtanium's destroyer!
Well, let's hope. He's more powerful.
You can flex your muscles all you want, but it's too late for you all.
Dad!
Time to say goodbye.
Let's go!
Now, Dragonoid Destroyer.
Attack! What? He blocked my attack? I don't believe it!
He's always you're beating him!
How is it possible that they're doing this?
It makes no sense. Our power should be far superior to theirs.
Mechtanium Destroyer, you are indeed most powerful. But might alone isn't always enough to reign supreme. This thirst for power caused you to overlook one crucial element. True power comes from uniting with others.
That's not... Dragonoid Destroyer?
No, Dragonoid Destroyer is only providing me a vessel through which to speak to you. I am, in fact, your ancient ancestor, the very first Bakugan Genesis Dragonoid.
What? How is that possible?
I don't believe it!
You, Mechtanium, who comprise Mechtanium Destroyer, Cortigan, Slicerack, Exostriker, and Mandibore, you need to understand. Your creation came at the hands of Fury, a Bakugan that I banished to the Doom Dimension eons ago. This punishment made him angry and vengeful. In the years that passed during Fury's exile, the Bakugan and humans met for the first time. It wasn't long before they learned to work together and battle as partners. Mighty bonds were forged between the two, and as they strengthened, evolutions, like the ones you experienced, Drago, illustrated the incredible levels of power they had attained. It is with this same power that you learned to create your own Mechtanium and eventually summon them at will. Fury learned to create and summon Mechtanium himself. The difference was that his creations were not born out of a desire to come together with others. His intentions were divisive and destructive. And this was ultimately his downfall.
Don't be foolish, Cortigan.
You, Mechtanium, thought you were so clever, destroying your host and roaming free. You thought it was this autonomy that made you so mighty, but you couldn't have been more wrong. By putting yourself at odds with the bond Bakugan and humans share, you turned your back on the true great power. You excluded yourself from being a part of the very thing that unites us. You sealed your fate for the worst.
You're talking nonsense!
Nothing can take us down!
Our power is beyond measure! We will reign supreme!
Don't you understand? No amount of rage is enough to stand up to the one singular energy that now links Bakugan and humans throughout the universe. You are an imperfection whose time is over!
Your words mean nothing! We will never fall before you! Not ever!
Wake up, my friends, it is finally over. You have won. Ages ago, when I banished the Nonettes to the Doom Dimension, I had no idea that their anger and hatred would put my descendants in such peril. I must thank you for your bravery in fighting the scourge of the evil Mechtanium. You saved the universe.
It was our honor.
I was keeping a watchful eye on you this whole time, and I can tell you that based on what I observed, your success had everything to do with the loyalty that exists between you.
We're partners.
It's more than that. You two are linked for life. And while I cannot predict what is coming next for you, I can say with certainty that as long as you face it together, nothing will ever stop you.
Huh. That's right! Drago and I are in it for the long haul.
Be well, my friends.
About you guys, but I'm really sick of this lousy island, you know what I mean?
Bakugan City, here we come!
Yeah! We did it, guys! Mechtanium's Destroyer is finally history!
You're part of the team now, Chromopod. Welcome aboard!
Welcome fans! Back to the Bakugan Battle Arena for today's headline match, the B1 Climax Final!
At long last, we're going to see the eagerly anticipated rematch between Guns and Dan, the former adversaries who are now friends and teammates. And of course, I'm here to give you the play-by-play.
I wasn't sure we'd ever get this chance again.
So let's make sure we have fun with it.
Promise me you won't hold anything back, okay?
No way. I'm fighting the best, so I'm gonna bring my best.
Let's get this party started.
I'm ready. Whenever you are, Kuso.
Okay.
Gentlemen, I'm sure you both remember the rules, so without further ado, let's roll!
Key card set! Bakugan, roll! Bakugan, roll! Bakugan Sky Raider, jump!
Rise, Chaos Reptile!
Go! Iris Fusion Dragonoid! Ability activate! Dragon Astral!
Let's go! Ability activate! Shining Shield! Ha!
I've learned a few tricks since we last fought.
Check it out! They're both going at it with everything they've got!
Bring it!
Whoa! Talk about an exciting battle! At the halfway point, we've got a tied score with each opponent sitting at 40% power level. If you're not already sitting on the edge of your seat, then you should be. This battle could go either way, folks. So how about we get back to intense action, okay?
Gate card set! Bakugan roll!
Bakugan roll! Baku Sky Raider jump! Ability activate! Mega Harvey Cannon!
Dragon Tornado!
This match is so exciting, I can barely stand it.
Oh man, pure battling is so beautiful.
Way to go, guys!
Time to finish this! Ability activate! Thunder Valley! Let's go, Reptac!
Good call, Guns.
Your skills have definitely improved, Reptac. Dan?
Don't worry, I'm here, pal! Gate card open! Iris Enforcement!
Wow, Jackor. It
Sure is strange to watch a battle where the fate of the universe isn't at stake. It's definitely a refreshing change.
Ability activate! Grapple Buster! Dragon Blade!
Who won that attack?
Yeah! We do it? Did we win? Whoa, head rush.
And with that, Dan and Drago remain the battle-brawling
I guess you're still the best.
We got lucky.
That was a well-fought match, Guns. You should be proud. You put us through our paces. Thanks for the kind words, Drago. It was an honor to battle you guys.
We'll beat you next time, pal.
Yeah, maybe you will. Remember this moment, Drago.
I can't believe they're late. Where the heck could Dan and Drago be, huh, Mira?
How rude to be late to your own party.
I'm sure it's nothing serious.
Yeah, they probably just got held up signing autographs.
Maybe we should give them a few more minutes.
I say we just get things started without those slowpokes.
I'm so hungry I could eat my own hair.
Yeah, I really don't want to see that, so I say let's start.
Me too! Let's do it!
Okay, but just the snacks, because we should save the cake until they get here.
Hey, thanks a lot for letting us borrow your sailboat, Kato.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Master Dan. But are you sure leaving now is for the best?
Yep. After all we've been through, it's time to unwind. And make a clean break from everything, you know?
As battlers, we have nothing left to prove, so it's time we step aside and let others have a chance to reach the heights we've already attained. We need to focus our energies elsewhere, right, Dan? It's time for another evolution.
Hey, listen, buddy. I'd just be really happy to be able to sleep in for a couple of days.
You know what I mean.
Have a safe trip, and make sure you take care of one another, okay, boys?
Sure thing. You bet, Kato. Take care and make sure you tell the others we'll be back in no time, okay? I promise.
I will indeed.
Dan, where exactly are we going?
Wherever the wind takes us. Because wherever that is, I'm sure adventure will be waiting for us.
Agreed.